Hi, this is Julie Jordan Scott from the future. You're about to watch a video that I took at the end of May as I was walking up to the Mashipacong Shelter of the Appalachian Trail on a fire road. And I never did a proper introduction. I never did a proper ending because it was part of a larger video that I was working on throughout the day, going on a series of mini adventures. So I just want to set that up. Again, I'm so glad you're here. I'm happy that you're a part of my channel. If you haven't met me before, I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit through this walk toward the Appalachian Trail. Oh, and there's some surprises along the way, naturally. We are walking up a secret road to one of my favorite places in all of Sussex County. It is a place I haven't been to since September, and oh, how I've missed coming back here. The last time I was here, I was walking with my cousin and my granddaughter. And my cousin was a little bit nervous because she'd heard all the bear stories. She knew that there was a bear that frequented my house. And I think every time she came out my back door, she was scared that the bear was lurking. And coming up here was even worse for her. It's like someone was looking for something in this wood. Insects? A meal of some kind? I love this sound. I don't know if you will hear it. It reminds me of the ocean. I stopped to hug a tree because most of the time it's hard for me to resist. So pretty. Not me, the tree. This big rock thing is not a rock. It is Glacial Erratica. I got the confirmation that that is the name of it. You see a lot of Glacial Erratica in this area. This here is a fire road, and they are used, well, for forest fires, of course, but they're also used by people who maintain the Appalachian Trail shelters. They bring them water. Right up this road there is my favorite of all of the Appalachian Trail shelters. These are some of the campsites that are part of the shelter. And as I was walking along and talking, I heard a yell. It made me scared. I thought, is there a bear nearby? But I spotted some people at the shelter. It was probably just them being silly. So this is what I call the throne right here, which is a big Glacial Erratica where I like to sit and write. When I came here last fall, I said to my cousin, you need to check out the Privy. You need to check out the Privy. She was like, okay, why? I've heard a rumor, but I have not confirmed it yet. Let's check it out. Ah, we're safe. Thank goodness. I had heard that the Barbie Privy was no longer the Barbie Privy, but it is still the Barbie Privy. I could not be happier about this. So the caretakers also take care of the Privy, which is beautiful, as you saw. The trash can was full, so they will undoubtedly take care of that also. I'm so happy that it is still officially the Barbie Privy. Yes. So this trip out here to the Mashipacong Shelter, the Barbie Privy, and the throne, the writing throne, was all so very worth it. So as writers, it's important to get out. It's important to not just sit behind your desk. I did a lot of sitting behind my desk in the winter. This was snowed in quite a bit of the time when I was here this winter. So what I will do is I will vow to come back here, and I'll take the AT trail up, and I will come here, visit the shelter, do some writing, and head up to the ridge and walk along the ridge. And as I said on an earlier video, I will also be walking the McDade Trail before I leave the area. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was I did not bring my notebook because this was not part of my plan for today. I really expected that the food truck festival, I'd spend more time there. But I really didn't want to stand around not eating food truck food. I was listening to the band, but if I had brought my chair, again, if I had brought my chair, if I had brought my notebook, I could have spent hours at the food truck festival. My Girl Scout senses were not on. I was not prepared. I certainly wasn't prepared to have this magical time out here. And it's interesting because now it's getting cold and cloudy. Perfect timing. This is probably my favorite side. Okay, people, do not walk here. This is not the AT. Again, I'm glad that you were here. I hope you were as glad as I was at the end of that video. I went back to the manse where I live, just so excited from being out there, checking on the Barbie Privy, and just having fun, bumping into some hikers along the way. I hope that you will comment, like, and subscribe. What spoke to you about this video? What would you like to know more about? I know I'll be back on the AT very soon, if not this week, perhaps later, because I'm going out of town. That's a secret, don't tell anybody. And, but I'll be back out there soon. Again, so grateful that you're watching, so grateful that you're part of this experience with me. Take good care. See you on the next video.